And speaking of FMCG, the sector is showing signs of revival in consumer demand. And that's as per Nielsen's IQ quarterly report. The industry's volumes have turned positive in the January to March quarter after 6 quarters of a decline. Now, the report expects India's FMCG sector to grow between 7 to 9% this year. Shilpa Ranipeta is joining us with more. Shilpa, take us through the highlights of this report.
Well, NielsenIQ's data is an indication clearly that the worst seems to be behind for the FMCG industry. After months of pressure on rural growth and on volumes, the FMCG industry has seen a value growth of about 10.2% in the Jan to March quarter of 2023. And FMCG volumes have turned positive for the first time after 6 quarters. They grew about 3.1% in the last quarter. Remember, the quarter before that, which is the October, November, December quarter, it had declined by 0.3%. And the same quarter last year, in 2022, it had seen a decline of 4.1%. So there is a revival coming in rural areas. In fact, in the quarter gone by, several FMCG companies that have reported results also have said that there is a recovery that is being seen in rural. Urban, however, was anyway growing. That has also grown about 5.3% in the last quarter. Now, NielsenIQ says that the growth is driven by a revival in consumption, both in rural markets and in traditional trade as well. And this is largely because there has been a stabilization in retail inflation, and that has aided consumption. Now, food categories grew about 4.3%, and this was driven by growth in staples. Non-food volumes, again, that turned positive for the first time after 6 quarters. Flat, albeit by just about 0.2% growth, but there is growth seen there, and this was led by home care categories. Personal care, however, continues to decline. Now, traditional trade, which was also suffering on the back of high inflation and low consumer demand, that is also charting a recovery with about roughly 2% growth. And modern trade, which was anyway seeing a healthy growth, that continued to grow at about 15% in the last quarter. Now, despite global uncertainties, NielsenIQ has forecasted the FMCG industry for the year of 2023 to grow anywhere between 7 to 9%. It has said that what will be the tailwinds for growth will be the Union Budget's announcements on agriculture and capex, the RBI's growth forecast for the next fiscal, and the forecast of a normal monsoon. These will act as tailwinds. However, pressure on consumers, low confidence levels, and high unemployment rate could act as headwinds. Back to you.
Well, with that, it's time now for a short break. But up next, the